And away we go. It is the nightcap right here on BearcatJournal.com, brought to you by Galactic Fried Chicken. If you're going to get your Super Bowl spread, and there's a lot of people that are going to be having Super Bowl parties, you're going to want to get your Super Bowl spread from our good friends at Galactic Fried Chicken. Go to galacticfriedchicken.com, download the app, Android, iPhone, everything Galactic. Give them a call. Stop down in Dayton. Talk to Shane. Tell him pump it up. Get your 15% off. And make sure, if you want Galactic at your Super Bowl party, that you get that lined up quick, because time is running out. Aaron, I'm Chad Brendel. He's Aaron Smith. I did the burger thing today.
Oh.
I didn't mix. So I got, like we talked about last night,
went
to Costco yesterday. I got some of the frozen, a big package of the frozen patties.
Right.
So I just did the Galactic sauce as the sauce for the burger.
What kind of cheese you have, though?
Pepper jack.
All right. I was going to say, you got to go pepper jack if you're going to F with that sauce.
Oh, yeah. The pepper jack cheese, sauce on the bottom bun, sauce on the top bun. It was very good. Very, very good. That's going to be a go-to lunch staple for me now that I've got a giant, 16-pack of third-pound burgers in my freezer that I need to eat.
All right.
I wanted to test it today. I tested it. It was outstanding. You should try it at home, too. Go get you some Galactic sauce while you're down there.
You were talking about Super Bowl spread. I mean, don't forget to mess around with their macaroni and cheese and their mashed potatoes. I haven't messed around with the fries yet because I'm never in a position where either A, I was stupid the first time I went and got the macaroni and cheese. And
you weren't stupid. The macaroni and cheese is bomb.
It was fantastic, but I just want another avenue for the sauce, especially if I'm in store. And so, yeah, just mess around with their sides. They're fantastic.
All right, let's get going. Look, I know it doesn't seem like much, but tomorrow night, Cincinnati is in Orlando. No, Tampa. Sorry. In Tampa, taking on USF. This is an important game for the Bearcats. Not an important game that they have to, of course they have to win. It's against the worst team in the conference. They don't not only have to win, this team has to find its mojo. This team has got to get back on track. Aaron.
Chad.
58 points against Houston. 60 points against ECU. 58 points against Temple. They did have the big outburst against Tulsa where they scored 90, but 61 points against Wichita State back on January 16th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games. One of them, they've scored more than 61 points. Whatever is ailing them, whatever is wrong, you have to go to South Florida and get right tomorrow night. That's not arbitrary. You have a stretch here where you can get on a run, right? South Florida, at Tulsa, 2 worst teams in the league. Memphis, here at Cincinnati. Memphis has not been playing well.
No. And Amani Bates being out doesn't hurt anything in that regard.
You get Wichita State at home. You get Temple at home. You go to UCF. You have South Florida here at Cincinnati. That's the next 7 games for this team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You've got a chance to get on a nice run going into that 2-game stretch on the road at Houston, at SMU.
Well, before you get any further into that, Cincinnati is favored by 7 currently, according to Caesar Sportsbook. The over-under in that game is 124.5. I don't
care about any of that.
Well, you want them to score more than 60.
I don't care about. I'm talking about this team has got to get hot again. This team has got to start playing well again. This team has got to stop
Getting in their own way?
Getting in their own way is a good way to put it. Yeah. You have a chance, realistically, to finish second or third in this league if you handle these next 7 games correctly.
You can't shoot the way you did against Houston.
I'm not. Houston's the number one.
I understand, but I'm
field goal percentage defense in the country. No, you don't. You're bringing it up. I'm not talking about Houston. I'm talking about
everyone else.
60 points against East Carolina, 58 points against Temple, 61 points against Wichita State. Like, that's what I'm talking. I'm not. Houston's Houston. Throw them out.
I guess I just want to see them actually run offensive plays.
Oh, God, Aaron, come on. They're running plenty of offense. They're getting open looks. They're not making them. They're getting the ball at the rim. Guys are not putting the ball in the basket. Like, that's – I know.
I'm still stuck in Houston. I'm still stuck in Houston because that's the last game I saw.
Yeah, and you know what Houston does? You know what a top defense in the country does?
Shuts people down.
They take you out of your offense, and they don't – you run your plays, and they shut down your options. Oh, we know this play. That's where the design is. That's what they're going to do. We shut it down. Houston is not my concern. 4 of the last 5 games and 3 of the last 4, if you take Houston out, this offense has been bad.
If I'm being honest, at this point in the night, I don't remember ECU.
It's fair. You had the
I had
PTP tonight. You've had a good time. I get it. But do you get my point? Like, they've got to get back on track, because if you're gonna get hot over this or finish strong over this 7-game stretch, you're not going to be able to do it scoring 58 points, 55 points, 57 points. You're going to need to be up in the 70s. You're going to need to be the team that you look like offensively 3 weeks ago, and not the team that you look like offensively right now, because all of these teams aren't that much different from where Cincinnati is, right? So if they play as shitty on offense or as inconsistent on offense as they've been, you're looking at 4-3, 3-4. You know,
if you want to pop
limping
the bubble,
to the finish line.
Like, if the ultimate goal this season at this point in time is to pop the bubble, which I think is a realistic goal.
No.
You don't think it's
this
a realistic
team's
goal?
not making the NCAA tournament without winning the AAC tournament, Aaron.
So if you want to, if your ultimate goal is to pop the bubble, because you have to still set the bar a little higher. If you're the coach we're not the coach or the team. We're guys with microphones talking to fans. I mean, to your point, yes, you have to figure out a way to score 70, at least.
Quit being crappy on offense. Quit having stretches where you go 4-6 minutes without a field goal. Or you have, 10-minute stretches where you don't make a 3 and you're taking bad, ill-advised shots that don't allow you to rebound, and you're not getting stops. Like,
was it ECU that they went 9 minutes without scoring?
ECU or Temple? Maybe both.
Maybe both.
At Temple, I think they went 10 minutes in one half without scoring and 9 minutes in the second half without scoring. Like, there's like a half of the game stretch where they didn't score a field goal.
Just you can't do that.
Right. This team they have to go into South Florida. This is the worst team in the league. You have to go in there and get right. That's my whole point.
Put it on the table.
I know you like to argue as I'm making points, because arguing is what you do. It's cool. That's the point of this show. But my simple statement, you can't walk out of South Florida tomorrow night with a 60-57 win.
I agree. And also to your argument point, I think that's why you brought me on this show. But
of course. But there are times I need to make you understand your argument doesn't matter.
I'm not Brent here. I'm not trying to just spout off the eternal optimist shit. But I mean, come on, man. Like, to your point, yes, they need to score 70 plus. They have to. Like
They have to play better.
Correct.
They're not playing well. They're in a rut of not playing well over the last 3 weeks.
We're also talking about some guys that we want to see take a step up, right? We want to see Odie make that next step up from where he's been. We want to see Vic make that next step up from where he's been. Like, these guys haven't shown, to my estimation, I don't think anybody has really shown a whole lot of growth from game 1 to game now.
I disagree 1,000% with that. Your expectation is for them to do things that they can't
offensively.
do.
Offensively.
Yeah, your expectation is for them to do things they can't do.
Where have you seen the growth?
The defense is they're one of the best defensive teams in the country.
Offensively.
They're not back to you're expecting guys that aren't back to the basket scorers to be back to the basket scorers. You're expecting guys that aren't shooters to become shooters.
I don't think that's it. I think I just want to see.
Okay, then what are you expecting? What are you expecting Odie to do different?
I just want to see a 4 in double digits. I guess is where I want to see it. And I know the game has,
but that has nothing to do with what I said.
I don't know. I want to see enough ball movement.
I don't know what I want. I just want it to happen.
No, I want to see the ball movement to where they're able to back somebody down and get it to double digits, and I don't know that I've seen that yet.
Because they don't have anyone that's a good back to the basket scorer.
And I guess that's where the deficiencies lie, I guess.
That's like me expecting you to write 4,000-word articles tomorrow.
Oh, I could do it. You just wouldn't like those 4,000 words. I promise you that.
You wouldn't be good at it.
You wouldn't love it.
Yeah, that's my fucking point, right? Like, I don't ask you, what have we worked on the whole time you've been employed by me? You doing things that you're good at doing. They don't have anybody on this team that you just throw the ball to and get a basket in the paint. And holding them to the standard of nobody's getting better is ridiculous because they don't have anybody that's good at that. Is that frustrating as a fan to watch?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure, absolutely. I don't discredit that. But what I'm saying is you can't expect people to be good at what they're not good at just because you want them to be.
So where over the course of the next rest of the season here, it's quickly dwindling down. Should we look for those areas of improvement from this team?
Well, stop shooting 20% from 3 would be a good place to start.
There is that.
But I don't know where that easy answer is because they only have one guy that really can create with the ball, and that's David.
Correct.
When Jeremiah gets hot, that changes everything. So you're relying on, right now,
a streaky shooter
to not be streaky. And that's what you need him to do, is to get hot again for 2 weeks, right?
Tough to do on the road.
Problem?
Tough to do on the road.
You're playing the worst team in the league.
Yeah. Still tough to do on the road
against the 2 worst teams in the league. Figure it out. Figure it out. We'll be back tomorrow night to discuss it.
I'll be more sober tomorrow night. I promise.
All right. He's Aaron Smith. I'm Chad Brendel. It's the Nightcap, brought to you by GalacticFriedChicken.com, right here on Bearcat Journal.
See ya!